So, what did I learn in English class this year? Well, there's a very important lesson that I learned from The Great Gatsby, because I can hardly remember anything about these other two. So let's talk about The Amazing Gatsby. I mean, The Great Gatsby. If there's one life lesson that I learned from The Great Gatsby, it's that you can't let the events of the past negatively affect your future. Basically, just treat your life how time travel works in Avengers Endgame. There are two characters in The Great Gatsby that teach this lesson: Gatsby himself and George Wilson. So, what bad thing happened to Gatsby exactly? On the surface, it looks like the guy has it made. He's a rich guy with a big house. What more could he want? Well, you see, Gatsby became a little lonely. In the past, he was very happy with Daisy. When they were together, life was good, until Gatsby had to go to the war and stuff, and Daisy decided to marry Tom instead. But when Gatsby came back, he was like, "Oh, so you're married to someone else? That's okay, I'll just try to take you from him anyway." You may say Tom was a bit of a jerk to Daisy and he also cheated on her, but this isn't about Tom, is it? There was no way for Gatsby to even know whether Daisy actually still loved Tom or not. Therefore, he shouldn't have interfered. He let the fact that he and Daisy were once a thing, and the fact that he lost her, to influence his decision to try to take Daisy from Tom, even if she still loved him. It even kinda indirectly caused Myrtle's death. I mean, Gatsby could have just been happy if he moved on and found someone else instead of trying to go for someone who was already taken. Just saying. This fits in with the lesson because Gatsby losing Daisy is the negative thing that happened to him in the past, which affected his decision in the future to try to steal Daisy from Tom, which caused an angry Daisy to drive away and kill Myrtle, which caused Gatsby's own death. Gatsby died a lonely man. Now let's talk about George Wilson. George's example is actually a lot more straightforward. The negative event in his past was the death of Myrtle, which caused him then to make a bad decision in his future, which was to go kill Gatsby. And we all know that killing is bad. Now, enough about the Great Gatsby. How does this life lesson appeal to real life? Let's say you're in school and this guy walks up to you and is like, "Hey, I'm gonna steal your lunch money." And he does it, and you're like, "You stole my lunch money!" And then later you see him again walking down the street, and you're like, "You stole my lunch money earlier, so now I'm gonna steal your lunch money." And he's all like, So you take his lunch money, then he does it back to you again, and you keep stealing each other's lunch money until it's just this vicious cycle of never-ending hatred. In other words, don't do that. Just be nice to the person, and at least there's a small chance that they may do something nice back to you. Don't get caught up in what they did in the past. So yeah, don't let your past negatively change the decisions you make in your future. That is what I learned in English class this year.